I rode the train after the last train. This happened years ago. I only told a few people about it. First time writing this down. It was a very warm summer night in Beijing. I visited a friend who was staying in an old hospital and we chatted for hours till 10:55. When I realized it's almost too late to catch the last subway train. All Beijing subway lines stop running around 11. At that time, I was kind of broke and didn't want to pay for a taxi ride back home. So I ran like crazy to the subway station near the hospital, hoping I could catch the last train. When I arrived at the station entrance, it was technically already past the operating hours of the station. I saw the staff packing up and turning off lights, but the gate itself was not closed yet. So I entered the gate quickly, unnoticed by the staff, and I hurried downstairs underground. There is an immediate sense of disorientation after I entered the gate, but I blamed it to the lighting and the steep stairs. As I descended the stairs, I saw an old man sitting at the very bottom step of the long staircase with his back towards me. I thought to myself, he looks ancient. He was very skinny. His bold skull had this strange, sophisticated patterns all over it, but they did not look like tattoos. More like hundred of ages spots grown over centuries. He was as if shaking in my vision, but the movement felt really odd. Like the frequency of his shaking felt very jumpy, while his body was not moving at all. A thin, white color vest dangled over his torso. It's a type of shirt common in the Qing dynasty, but basically extinct nowadays. And I only knew that style from watching period dramas. The shirt looked natural though, not like a costume. Because all of this strangeness, I wanted to take a closer look at his front body when I walked past him. So as I finally passed that bottom step with him now behind me, I turned my head, except I couldn't. I just couldn't. Look at that moment. Suddenly lost the ability to turn and look. But since my primary and urgent goal was to catch the last train, I didn't think much of it and kept running to the platform. The long platform was silent and empty. I thought, well, I'm already here. Might as well wait for a bit longer in case the last train was late and I'd catch it. I don't remember or know how long I stood until suddenly I heard the loud sound of an incoming train and saw its flashing lights. It's an ordinary subway train. I was surprised but also elated. I caught the last train. There's nobody on that train at all, which is unusual because generally, even the last train in Beijing could be filled, especially in the summer. But I thought I just got lucky and got on. I sat down on a random seat. I was a night owl. 11 in the evening was early to me, and I was not tired or sleepy prior to this moment. But within seconds of sitting down, my eyelids grew so heavy, and I gave in and closed my eyes. I was still conscious, could feel and sense. The weirdest part is this. Once I closed my eyes, the empty train felt really crowded. Like I could sense the people sitting next to me on both sides touching me. I could feel the space being full of people. I even felt kids running past me, brushing my knees. I felt the train moving, stopping at each station, people getting off and on, doors opening, doors closing, all that. Just that there's no broadcasts, but next station or whatnot, like they normally have for the subway. I went on like this in this strange state of with my eyes shut for a while until one station. The doors opened and everyone got out of the train. I felt them stood up, walked to the door, and slowly got off. Once they left and doors closed, I suddenly opened my eyes with this distinct sense of lightness in my body, as if a heavy weight has just left me, and I felt super alert. I got off at the next station without knowing which station it was. The whole station was totally closed up and in dark. I climbed up to exist, and the gateman had to unlock the metal doors to let me out. I explained myself to him, saying I was on the last train. He said something to the effect of, "That's not the last train. It's the train after the last train. You were not supposed to be on it." That's when I finally got creeped out. And as I started going my way towards the city streets, I looked back to see which station I was at so I can figure out my way home. It was Torrenting. That means the previous station where everyone got off at was Keshiko, aka Vegetable Market, which of course was the infamous mass execution ground of the Qing dynasty.